I've been following your Idol podcast for forever and just recently discovered your channel. Oh my god! That's so rare. That's so rare and precious. People almost never find me from the podcast. Welcome! You found me in my natural habitat. Technically, the podcast has existed longer than the YouTube channel, or at least longer that I've been posting on the channel, things that were not just stream archives. If you guys don't know, I've got a podcast where my bestie and I talk about idol anime and make a lot of really stupid jokes. If you like my bullshit, you should enjoy me and my bestie's bullshit, where we talk about idol anime, and it's very fun and very silly. You don't have to watch the shows associated with the episodes to enjoy the podcast. It's literally just me and a friend riffing off silly shows and making each other laugh, and it's a very good time. Yes, Sly just posted the link. It's called Idol Days. Spoiler alert, Star likes Nico. I am going to time you out for the entire rest of stream if you continue with this slander. Can confirm the jokes are indeed stupid. You got it! That's the vibe. That's the energy. We're on a little bit of a hiatus right now because in case you could not tell by how much I've been talking about how much work I've had to do over the past few months, your girl's tired. But we've got a fairly large backlog. You don't have to listen to episodes in order. You can just pick and choose which ones you want to listen to if you don't mind the occasionally fluctuating microphone quality. You also do not have to watch the shows that we're talking about because we basically recap the entire plot as we talk about the show. There's some very silly episodes. If you guys want to listen to me have a mental breakdown on a podcast and just freak the fuck out, go listen to the Gekidol episode. I think that is the longest episode we've recorded, unless something has dethroned it recently. I can't remember. But it's basically me having a 3-hour-long mental breakdown about one of the worst anime I've ever watched. I believe we have an Idol Days favorites playlist on the YouTube channel. It should be in there. But we've talked about all the seasons of Love Live. We've talked about Idolmaster My Beloved. We've talked about On Stars, which I really wish was better. We've talked about Udapri. We've watched so many shows. We watched Oshinoko, and actually our next episode is going to be Oshinoko Season 2, but we did Season 1 last year. I watched Gekidol after that episode. Why would you do that? Why would you put yourself through that? Was my suffering not enough of a warning? Oh no! Are you okay? Are there any mermaid idol anime you can recommend? The only one I can think of is Mermaid Melody. I'm not sure if I would call it an idol anime. It's like a magical girl anime, and the characters are mermaids, and they do their little magical girl attacks by singing. It has similar vibes to an idol anime. I watched it when I was a young baby, but I don't think it's necessarily idols. It's just there is music. But it's cute. It's very aesthetically cute. It's like very much targeted at young girls, but I watched it when I was a young girl and I fucking loved it. The only idol anime I know technically is Perfect Blue. Bro, that was like our 3rd episode. I fucking love that movie so much. Cause I'm like, okay, we're done talking about original Idolmaster. I want to talk about some dark shit. I want to talk about the idols that kill people. Let's go. K-On! Isn't necessarily an idol anime, but music is involved. Yes, we both adore it, but it's technically a band anime and not really idols. We did watch Bocchi the Rock, though, and that one's very cute and relatable. Cue me posting Bocchi gifs in the mod chat when I'm ranting about my social anxiety. Out of curiosity, have you seen Paradox Live, the animation? I've heard of it. I don't think I could pick it out of a lineup, but I have heard of it. Right now, just because we've kind of had to tone down on how many episodes we're putting out on a regular basis, Sarah and I have decided we really want to focus more on like shows that are specifically idols, unless there is genuinely nothing else that we want to watch. But now we did love Bocchi. We keep joking that we have to do a K-On! Episode eventually, and our joke has kind of been that K-On! Will be the final episode of Idol Days. If we ever decide that we can't do the podcast anymore, we just gotta watch K-On! And talk about it. You ever just make a silly little podcast with your bestie? Zombieland Saga, I only watched until the Autotune episode. Yeah, we watched both seasons of Zombieland Saga. We did that for Halloween 2 years in a row. I love Zombieland Saga. Saki best girl. I have so many best girls in that show, actually. I love all of them. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think there's a character in Zombieland Saga that I dislike. It's a podcast on Spotify. It is, and there's the link. The second link there is our website, and there should be a link for Spotify. We are on Spotify, we are on Apple Podcasts, we should be wherever you get your podcasts. Also, if you want to help us get monetized, we're trying to get the podcast's YouTube channel to 1,000 subscribers. We're very close to 1,000 subscribers, and once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we can start making a little bit of money on the podcast. And our goal right now is just to be able to like pay for Sarah's Crunchyroll subscription that she and I both share. We would love to also additionally at some point hire an editor, but we're not making any money off the podcast right now, so that's something that's gotta wait, unfortunately. YouTube is gonna be our best option for monetizing.